Welcome you all back to the Gem Guru YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss about the differences and the similarities between cubic zirconia and the zircon. Cubic zirconia is one of the best known man-made diamond simulant. Zircon is one of the oldest but natural mineral found on earth. Zirconia or the zirconium dioxide is the major source of producing cubic zirconia, and it is a black, brown or yellowish color mineral and named as badellite, and it belongs to the monoclinic crystal system, not to the cubic crystal system. Again, I will tell you that zircon is a natural mineral. Zirconia or zirconium dioxide is also a natural, but cubic zirconia is not a natural mineral. It's a man-made diamond simulant. So the commercial production of cubic zirconia began in around 1976. In the synthesis process of cubic zirconia, skull melting process adapt because the process can achieve over 300,000 degrees of Celsius inside the crucible. Melting point of badellite is about 2700 Celsius. So because of that, to produce synthetic cubic zirconia, use skull melting process. So in the process, the crystallinity of the natural zirconium dioxide convert from monoclinic crystal system to cubic crystal system. So that is the main process under the producing of cubic zirconia. Monoclinic natural zirconium dioxide convert into cubic zirconium dioxide. So crystal system belongs to the cubic or isometric. So that is why it's named as cubic zirconia. The process can be achieved by heating the zirconium powder with 10% of yttrium dioxide, Y2O3 or calcium oxide. The yttrium oxide or the calcium oxide act as a stabilizer to form cubic crystal inside the crucible. The amount of stabilizer depends on the manufacturer. Therefore, the physical and the optical properties of synthesized cubic zirconia may vary. Then we will try to move to the similarities between the cubic zirconia and the zircon. The first one is the diamond simulator. So both of these gems are considered as diamond simulators, and the both stone exhibit incredible fire because of the higher dispersion. So as you can see in this image, the fire effect or the dispersion effect is very high in the zircon and the cubic zirconia also, and both of them may have colorless or colored stones. So these are the similarities of the zircon and the cubic zirconia. Then the differences. The first difference between the zircon and the cubic zirconia is the zircon is considered as natural, while cubic zirconia is a synthetic gemstone, and it can be synthesized using skull melting method, as I have explained earlier. The chemical composition of zircon is zircon silicate, and in the cubic zirconia it only contains zirconium dioxide. And when we consider about the hardness, zircon has got 6.5 to 7.5 in the Mohs hardness scale, while cubic zirconia has 8.5 on the Mohs hardness scale. And since zircon is natural, it is expensive compared with the cubic zirconia. Then zircon belongs to the tetragonal crystal system, while cubic zirconia belongs to the isometric crystal system. And zircon has a double refractive property, and since cubic zirconia belongs to the cubic or the isometric crystal system, it hasn't any birefringence or double refractive property. Specific gravity also has differences in between zircon and the cubic zirconia, because for the zircon, specific gravity is around 4.6 to 4.7, while in cubic zirconia 5.6 to 6.0. And when we consider about the refractive index, there is a huge difference in between the refractive indices. So the cubic zirconia has a much higher refractive index. It's about 2.15 and 2.18. And for the zircon, we can consider the refractive index under three categories: for the low zircon, for the intermediate zircon, and the high zircon. So what is the difference between the low zircon, high zircon, and the intermediate zircons? Zircons that are geologically young and unaffected by radioactivity are called as high zircons. And zircon which the crystal lattice has been broken down due to the radioactive phenomena is called as low zircon or metamic. The stones in between the low and high are called as intermediate zircon. So in the low zircon, the refractive index is 1.8 to 1.9 something, and for the intermediate zircon also have the same refractive index variation, but in the high zircon the refractive index may vary in between 1.92 to 1.98. So these are the similarities and the differences in between the zircon and the cubic zirconia. And in here I discuss about the method of producing cubic zirconia also.